Alright, I guess we can actually fly an airplane today. If that's really what we want to do. Bend ground, Warrior 1800 Tango is at the FBO, ready to taxi for VFR departure to the north with the AWAS.
1800 Tango north bend ground, runway 31, taxi via Bravo.
31 via Bravo, Warrior 1800 Tango. Boys and girls, this is windy out. We'll be doing crosswind correction, and we just heading north along the sea. Just to get a little bit away, probably do some stall work, and then probably come back. Before takeoff checklist, it's gonna be a straight out departure. Relatively long runway, not super long. Lots of water in front of us. If I have to, I'll land in the water. Prefer to land back at the runway. If we are on the ground and something's wrong, I'll just retard the throttle and stop on the runway. It just rotated, but we have enough runway in front of us to land. We can. There's a crossing runway at the intersection. We can turn left or right, try and land on it if we have to in a pinch. Lots of trees, so we just keep our eyes out for any other locations if we have to, if it comes to that. If we can make it up to pattern altitude, which here is 1,000 feet, we'll try and land back at the runway. Takeoff briefing is complete. Doors are closed. Flight controls.
5466 Delta report for cancellation of missed approach in the air on this frequency on the ground on 122.2. Change to advisory frequency.
Fuel pumps on. Fuel selector. Fullest tank. We'll switch it. Mixture is set.
5466 Delta for cancellation received. Squawk and maintain VFR.
Turn our lane lights. Note the clock. North Bend Tower, Warrior 1800 Tango, short of tree 1, ready for departure.
1800 Tango, runway 31, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
Clear for takeoff on course, 00 Tango. Alright, clear for takeoff, tree 1, let's go.
Approaching runway 31. Entered runway 31, 4,400 feet remaining.
Crosswind correction. Look at that windsock up there. It's pointing just dead left. Oh, rudders are squirrely. Oh, rudders are very squirrely. What's happening? Sorry, boys. It's just, you know, performance anxiety. You know, this happens soon. 1 in 3 men. There we go. Look at that windsock. Need to work on my rudder gradient. You know what I'm talking about? Like the sensitivity scale? Okay. Pretty. I'm not even keeping VY, I'm just paying attention to how pretty things are. Let's go ahead and slow down a little bit, climb a little bit faster. Capture VY, let's say roughly 75. Throw in a little bit of trim. Hang a right turn, we're going to keep on climbing.
Yakima Tower, November 110, 10 miles southwest, landing with information India.
Number 110, Yakima Tower, verify distance and direction from the field.
10 miles southwest.
Number 110, roger, not in sight to the southwest, enter left down runway 27, report midfield.
Enter downwind 27, report midfield.
So we're going to climb up to, call it 2,500. I'm just going to head actually due north like I said I would until I leave this person's airspace. Every time I look down, this airplane's turning to the left. Yeah, blame the airplane. I always will. Alright. It's 2,500. We're going to shoot past it because I'm bad. Go ahead and capture it. Throttle back, but make it easier. Let's go ahead. Set our power, which will be about 2,300. Don't keep climbing. Fix our trim. Try and keep us from going anywhere.
Approach to Cessna 10 Charlie on the ground at Troutdale. Like to cancel our IFRs.
10 Charlie, IFR cancellation received. We'll see ya.
There you go, not bad. Alright, so now we're going to throw in the autopilot, throw in altitude hold, throw it heading input as well. It's just because I can be lazy. Until we leave the Delta, which is like now. See? About to leave that Delta. That is beautiful.
November 110, we're in midfield.
You know what would help though? If I did my after takeoff checklist.
November 110 since site. What is your distance and direction from the field now?
Fuel pump come off, lights come off.
West.
Okay. Are you heading west or are you west of the airport?
Heading west.
Listen, we're all had to start
I have
somewhere.
that to you 5 miles east of the airport. Are you looking at the airport right now heading westbound?
Yes, I am.
Okay, if you're heading westbound looking at the airport, that probably means you're east of the airport, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you were east of the airport this whole time. November 110, make straight in runway 27, wind 350 at 8, gust 19er, runway 27, clear to land.
It's an easy
Clear
mistake.
land, one more.
If you
November
say you haven't made it, you're lying. And that is why North Up is superior on maps. Because you can just look at it and know you're east of a thing, the west of it. And I will fight you about it. We're out of the airspace. I'm going to turn off autopilot. I'm going to stay listening to the tower just because it's fun. And I'm going to go ahead, we're going to try and maintain 2,500 here. And we're going to do, let's do a power off stall. So we're going to actually slow down to the inside of the way arc, which you just barely are. We go flaps 1. Try and maintain my altitude here. I thought we could slow down. Flaps 2. See the airspeed dropping? That's good. And I'll go full flaps right about now. And I'll start a descent. Try and capture at 75 knots. Now that the descent is in, we're going to pretend to be bad. We're going to retard the throttle all the way back. And we're going to pull all the way up. And we're going to dance on the rudders right up until something bad happens. Like, and the nose has died, we have stalled. So we're going to add a little bit of power, but we're going to retract 1 notch of flaps immediately. Go full power. Retract the 2nd notch of flaps. Now that we have a climb, we can get rid of the 3rd notch of flaps. Go back and climb back up to our altitude. Lost our heading a little bit, but we're mostly okay.
Wind gear control, radio check. Aircraft calling for radio check, loud and clear.
And we're back at 2,500. Trying to go back to that similar power setting that we're kind of trimmed for, more or less. Now we're good. Now we can do power on stall, which is a little bit simpler. So, by the way, you should do clearing turns and all that stuff. If you're going to be doing any of this stuff in the real world. But the sim, I can cheat. So, power on stall. Go and slow it down to like a dirty rotation speed. So I'm just going to try and keep our altitude the same, slowing down the RPM, try and get that down to probably close to 70. Could have let. And then once it hits 70, I'm going to hover it and over yank, over rotate on the stick, and that should cause us to stall. Losing a little bit of altitude, losing a little bit of heading. We're at a lower speed, so we're getting that left turning tendency, so you gotta stay active on the rudders. Alright, now we can floor it and yank it like a bad student. Look at the airspeed dropping, keeping our toes alive. There we go, okay, so still full throttle, so we can just kind of gain our speed back. Slow it down a little bit. We're already back to where we started. Need to lower it a little bit. There's your power on stall. Couch flyers comments, tell me what I'm doing wrong. It's a nice little lake up there, probably won't get that far. Anything else I want to do? We're on the autopilot again.
Tri-Cities ground, Challenger 734 Tango Delta, and the east ramp with information Quebec radio taxi.
Alright. Take a look at what we want to do back.
Challenger 734 Tango Delta, Tri-Cities ground, runway 30, taxi via Echo.
Runway 30, taxi via Echo, Challenger 4 Tango Delta.
So we can probably go back. Head direct to it. We're at 12 miles to the north. It's actually pretty close. Usually around 12 is when I let the airports know where I am. I'll probably do 10 or less on the sim. Is that a little grass strip over there? I think it is. Oh, that's Lakeside. Oh, we have to try and land at Lakeside. It's on the way back. Can't not land there. I thought Lakeside was further away. Lakeside is where my dad grew up. Spent a lot of time there, hasn't it? Well, okay, we have to go. We got it. Alright, let's go. So Lakeside, pulled up on the map. It's got what runways? 1533. Any loss? No.
Eagle County Ground, Cessna 383 Quebec. Radio check.
So we'll do 3-3.
On clear.
Thanks, 383 Quebec.
So we'll go ahead and enter left midfield. One 2.9. There's the CTAP. Let's go ahead and do it. Lakeside traffic. Got Cherokee 1800 Tango. Just about 5 miles to the north and enter a left downward one-way tree. Lakeside. Alright, we're really high. We drop the first notch of flaps. We're gonna get down. Forward landing checklist. Landing lights are on. Pumps are on. Switch over. Tank. Lakeside traffic. 1800 Tango. Turn left base runway tree.
500.
Lakeside. Second notch of flaps. A little slow.
Warning, obstacle ahead.
Look how pretty this place is. Is that it right there? Nope, that's it. Flew right past it. Lakeside traffic. Cherokee 1800 Tango. Turn final runway tree. Lakeside. Go flaps full. Try and stabilize here around 75 or slower. Which of these weird strips is the runway? I'm not sure. A little fast. Oh, I see a little outline there. It's like right in the middle. Slow. Soft field, we gotta protect the nose of the airplane. So we'll try. Alright, flaps are up. Lots of back pressure. Back as hard as I can. Alright. Lakeside traffic. Cherokee 1800 Tango. Back taxi runway 33. Side. Let's back taxi our way back. Again, applying lots of back pressure. These are my full arms here on my U. Take off to the north. Get back up about 2,000 feet in the air and then probably turn around and retune for a bend. On soft field, critically important not to stop moving. So you gotta like slow down, get on the runway. Lakeside traffic, Cherokee 1800, taking off tree to the north, Lakeside. And we're going to do a notch of flaps for a soft field landing here. Once we get this nose off the ground, let's go ahead and bring it back forward to the ground effect a little. And now we can take off. Capture X to right around here. Go ahead and nose over a bit until we get to VY, then I can remove my flaps. There you go. Flaps up. And then we
Warning,
continue to hold
terrain
the line.
ahead.
Turn off our landing lights. Turn off the fuel pump. Keep our climb going later, guys.
Warning, terrain ahead.
Didn't maintain our center line very well, but alright, so while we're climbing, I'll switch back over to their tower. Pull up the plate here.
Eagle County Tower, Cessna 3883 Quebec, holding short runway 25 via Alpha. Staying in a pattern today, VFR with information picked up.
3883 Quebec, Eagle Tower, runway 25, clear for takeoff, make left close traffic and report midfield each time.
Reporting midfield each time, left closed traffic. Clear for takeoff, runway 25, 3883 Quebec.
Alright, so I'm just making sure I got the ground tuned as well as the tower. There's 2000, almost blew past it again.
Warning, terrain ahead.
I know. Please stop climbing. There we go. Let's go ahead and hold our altitude. Change our heading over this way. It's fine. Hold the heading. Alright, while the altitude does me a favor, let's talk about what we're going to do. We're going to turn back around. We're 13 miles out. We'll make a call at 10 miles out. And we're probably going to enter some type of downwind for Tree 1. Weather probably didn't update since then, so we still expect that crazy crosswind that we left with. I'm going to turn due south here. And we can update that direct too. Alright, so that's the plan.
John 734 Tango Delta, Seattle Center, climb maintain for level 390.
North Bend Tower, Warrior 1800 Tango is about 12 miles north inbound with the weather. We'll stop.
Go 1800 Tango, North Bend Tower, enter right down, runway 31, report midfield.
Right downwind, Tree 1, report midfield, 00 Tango. Let's see what I do in here. I got a flight plan, got a procedure, got a traffic pattern, Tree 1, right traffic, cross midfield, add the route. We switch back over to heading mode, we turn the heading over. I try and follow this in. The reason I put it in ForeFlight is just to, it reinforces the request that was asked of me. So we're going midfield, right downwind into Tree 1, which is convenient because of the side I'm on. And we can go ahead and do our before landing checklist, throw on our lights, throw on our fuel pump. What do the tanks look like? 10, 10, they're both the same. I'm going to take off altitude hold. Now I can start nosing her down. Get a nice little descent down. And this is also when you want to kind of like look outside and see if you can see the airport. The airport's kind of hard to find actually in reality because, I mean, you can see the beacon. You know what I'm talking about. The
Eagle County Tower, left
red,
midfield,
green
runway
flashing light, that means the
25,
airport's open.
Quebec.
So that's the center of the airport, at least that's where the beacon is.
Clear for the option, runway 25, 388 Quebec.
But because there's so much water and trees, sometimes it can be hard to find the runways or the airport. So don't sweat it if it takes you some time. And our last instruction was to report midfield. You don't really want to get too low too fast. You want to be able to land somewhere. But, by the way, look at these sand dunes. These sand dunes off my wing that we're flying over, you can like rent ATVs and go have a time. Like an awesome time, like buggies. And I've done that. I never knew it was right next to this airport. I just realized maybe you didn't see them because of the iPad. These ones to the right off my wing here. These sand dunes. They are pretty awesome. We're almost at pattern. Runway's to the right over there. That's a decent power because we're pretty close to the top of the white arc, so we're trimmed pretty nicely at this power. Oh, sinking. Bend Tower, Warrior 1800 Tango, midfield, right down with 3-1.
1800 Tango, runway 31, clear to land.
Clear to land 3100 Tango. Slow it down inside the white arc, 1 notch flaps. There's the runway we're landing on. To give myself a little bit of an extension out here, don't need to do like a really quick short one. Because I don't want to, I want to have time to adequately get the crab in if necessary, which might be necessary for this land. It's like we fly over like a bunch of schools and stuff on this approach. Pretty cool. Look at this lake. This is awesome. I could live here. That's second notch of flaps. Is that the second notch of flaps? I don't think it's second notch of flaps. My finger like slipped off the trigger. Started descent down a little bit. Like 75 is my typical descent. A little more throttle than I would normally have. We're being pushed. This needs to be a more aggressive turn. This is one thing that's harder to do in the sim than it is in real life, because I can see out my window in real life real easy. There's the wrong way. I don't know why I was thinking it was further away. Alright. Alright.
500.
Says we're high. Airplane says we're bumpy. Flaps are going full. We're still fast. There's that crab I was talking about. So
Short final runway 31.
this is the crab in order to stabilize our approach, which is significant. So I like to do a slip. So I'm going to do left rudder with these horrible rudder pedals. And should transition to the right aileron down here in a second. Finding that sweet spot with the rudder on these pedals is rather hard. But the goal is keep the nose straight down the runway while landing. There we go.
Never ground, hold over with Airwork, South Cargo, taxi Kilo.
A little fast, that's okay, because it's a little bumpy right there. You see all these gusts? Yeah. See that? It's okay that we're
Walk
a little
30 met
fast.
for ground, runway 32, taxi to Alpha.
32 be Alpha, Walker 30.
Alright, kind of do a round out. And kind of slow her down. It's hard to throttle a little bit. Alright, a little bit of a bounce there, but don't tell your friends. Don't let off that rudder just a little bit there. You see how much you wind vane. So yeah, look at that windsock. Oh, sure, you don't look so bad right now. Probably a second ago, it was much meaner. Alright, we're gonna exit over here at X-ray, I guess. Then ground, Warrior 1800 Tangos. Clear of tree tree at X-ray, just taxi straight ahead to the FBO, please.
1800 Tango northbound ground taxi back via Bravo, remain this frequency.
Bravo with you, 00 Tango. Thanks. Yeah, wondering what the iPad looked like. That's how I knew it was at X-ray. It was also probably on. Well, actually, I think that these markers are wrong in the sim, so I think I have to park where we started. I think it was like right here on the parking brake. Go to our checklist. After landing checklist. Flaps coming
Met for
up.
Tower, Walker 30 short, 3-2 bank.
Then all
Walk 3 to met for tower, runway 32, clear for takeoff.
Runway 32, group of signals, Walker 3.
Parking checklist. Avionics off. Lights are off. Throttle is retarded. Mixture cut off. Master switch off. Ignition off. That's it. That's all she wrote. My intention is to take some of. I basically wrote a website that generates scenarios for you to do in flight simulation. So I want to run through them. It gives you like a takeoff type, maneuvers, diverts, emergency practice, things like that to try. So I wanted to do that on the sim, and I'll probably do that. And plus, I'm starting my instrument training. But I want to do some wherever the weather is bad. I want to do some instrument practice as well. So if that sounds interesting to you, Stick around. Not. Later.